Hey there! In this video, we're diving into everything you need to know about OBD-II trouble code P0500, also known as Vehicle Speed Sensor Malfunction. First things first, let's break down what the P0500 code actually means. The P0500 code is set when your vehicle's Engine Control Module, or ECU, detects a problem with the signal coming from the vehicle speed sensor. If the vehicle speed sensor signal becomes missing, out of range, or intermittent, the ECU can no longer accurately determine how fast the vehicle is traveling. Since many engine and transmission functions rely on accurate vehicle speed information, the ECU recognizes the signal as abnormal. When that happens, it stores the P0500 trouble code to let you know there's a problem with the vehicle speed sensor circuit. Now let's talk about what the vehicle speed sensor, or VSS, actually does. The VSS is responsible for measuring how fast the vehicle is moving. Depending on the vehicle, that information may come from a sensor mounted on the transmission, transfer case, or differential. In some vehicles, the ECU receives vehicle speed data from the ABS wheel speed sensors through the vehicle communication network. This information is extremely important because several systems rely on it. The ECU uses vehicle speed data to control functions like idle speed, fuel cut during deceleration, cruise control, speedometer operation, and certain emission strategies. The transmission control module also uses it to decide when and how firmly to shift gears. In simple terms, the VSS tells the vehicle's computers how fast the car is actually moving. Without that information, the engine and transmission may not respond correctly to driving conditions. If the speed signal disappears or becomes erratic, you may notice symptoms like an inaccurate speedometer, poor shifting, cruise control failure, stalling during deceleration, or warning lights on the dashboard. Now let's talk about why the P0500 code gets triggered. The PCM expects to receive accurate vehicle speed data whenever the car is moving. That signal may come from a dedicated vehicle speed sensor, the transmission, the differential, or the ABS system, depending on the vehicle. If the PCM sees no speed signal at all, a signal that stays stuck at one value, or a reading that doesn't match the actual driving conditions, it recognizes that something is wrong. In simple terms, P0500 is triggered when the computer can no longer trust the vehicle speed signal. Now let's look at how the vehicle speed sensor system actually works. The vehicle speed sensor measures how quickly part of the drivetrain or wheel system is rotating. That rotational speed is then converted into an electrical signal and sent to the vehicle's control modules. There are two common types of speed sensors: passive inductive sensors and active Hall effect or magneto-resistive sensors. And this matters because the testing method depends on which type your vehicle uses. A passive speed sensor usually has two wires and generates its own AC voltage signal. Inside the sensor is a magnetic coil. As a tone ring or reluctor passes by the sensor, the magnetic field changes, and that movement creates an AC signal. The faster the ring spins, the faster and stronger the signal becomes. The control module reads that signal and uses it to calculate vehicle speed. An active speed sensor works differently. It needs a power supply from the vehicle and usually uses a Hall effect or magneto-resistive sensing element. Instead of producing a simple AC voltage, it creates a digital pulse signal. The control module counts those pulses to determine how fast the vehicle is moving. So before testing a vehicle speed sensor, always identify whether it is a passive or active type, because the wiring, signal, and diagnostic procedure are different. If you'd like to test these sensors yourself instead of just replacing parts and hoping for the best, check out Chapter 21 of my book, Engine Sensors and OBD-II Codes Explained. I cover the complete step-by-step multimeter testing process, making sensor diagnostics easy to understand, even for beginners. Now that we understand what P0500 means and how it gets triggered, let's cover how to reset it. Sometimes error codes like P0500 appear due to recent maintenance or temporary glitches, and they may clear up after an OBD-II reset. To do this, you'll need an OBD-II scanner. Simply connect the scanner to your vehicle, follow the instructions to clear the trouble codes, and see if the P0500 code reappears. If the P0500 code reappears, it's time to look into some common root causes of P0500. Now let's go over some of the most common root causes behind the P0500 error code. One of the biggest, and honestly one of the most overlooked, causes of P0500 is a loose or damaged vehicle speed sensor connection. Before replacing any parts, start with a thorough visual inspection. With the engine turned off, locate the VSS and carefully inspect the connector, wiring harness, and surrounding components. Make sure the connector is fully seated and locked into place. Look for bent or corroded terminals, damaged insulation, frayed wires, or wiring that may have rubbed against the transmission or another moving part. A loose connection can cause the speed signal to cut in and out, and that alone is enough to trigger the P0500 code. And one more thing, don't just fix the problem and forget about it. Log every fault code, repair, and maintenance task in Carvio. That way you'll always have a complete service history and can easily spot recurring issues. Download Carvio today and take control of your vehicle's maintenance history. Another very common cause of the P0500 code is a bad sensor ground. The vehicle speed sensor relies on a good ground connection to produce a clean and accurate signal. If the ground connection becomes loose, corroded, or damaged, the sensor signal can become weak, noisy, or disappear completely. When that happens, the ECU receives unreliable vehicle speed data and may interpret it as a faulty speed sensor, causing it to store the P0500 trouble code. Next, another possible cause of the P0500 code is a missing power supply or 5-volt reference. Most active vehicle speed sensors require either a 5-volt reference or a battery voltage supply from the ECU to operate. Without that power, the sensor simply can't generate a speed signal. If the 5-volt reference wire becomes open, shorted, or loses power due to a blown fuse, damaged wiring, or a poor electrical connection, the vehicle speed sensor will stop communicating with the ECU. As a result, the ECU receives no valid vehicle speed signal and stores the P0500 trouble code.